gotta get back to Hogwarts. I gotta get back to school. I gotta get myself to Hogwarts, where everyone thinks I'm cool. Back to witches and wizards and magical beasts, to goblins and ghosts and to magical feasts. It's all that I love and it's all that I need at Hogwarts. Hogwarts, I think I'm going back.
Hey guys, it's Noah here. How are you doing? You probably already know this, but today I am going to be talking to you about the amazing Fantastic Beasts and where to find them, the Crimes of Grindelwald. I have a few topics including Dumbledore, teaching defense against dark arts, Leta Lestrange, and Aurelius Dumbledore. Who? So get a hot drink, get comfy, and get ready for a lot of ranting.
I gotta get back to Hogwarts. I gotta get back to school.
Who does Leta love? So, has anyone watched all of the Supercarnival Brothers and Seamus Goldman theory videos? Because me. Well, Jay from the Supercarnival Brothers actually did a video asking, who does Leta love? Even he had no idea. Like, she said, I love you.
I love you.
Who? I don't get it. I'm actually really frustrated by this. Like, Jay, in this video, he raised a really good point, saying that it doesn't matter because she's dead. So we probably won't ever find out, and it's just for you to decide, like, was it both of them? Was it one of them? Then, oh my god, then he said something that was really amazing and blew my little mind. Did Leta's death cast sacrificial protection? And if it did, who is it on? And sacrificial protection, I mean, like, how Lily's love protected, like, Harry.
Yeah.
Although Dumbledore said this stuff's never happened before, like, all the other lies he's told. It's like, she died for them. Is that the same thing?
Yeah. Oh, no, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'd never even thought about that before, so that video literally did blow my mind. Yes, I could sit here and explain it, but just go watch him do a better job of it. And as for who I think she says I love you to before she died, I do think it was both of them, like, genuinely. Because maybe it wasn't in a romantic way for Newt, but she still loved him because they were best friends. Like, otherwise, if she got with Theseus, that's a dick move.
Yeah. Everybody by storm, stay up all night, sneak out of our dorm.
Next thing, Leta's family tree. So, this was unexpected. She was a really big character, really important. The scene in the Lestrange Mausoleum, I had to write that so I knew how to say it, and I still got it wrong, with Yusuf, Credence, and the gang, as I put it, was so crammed with new information that my head literally exploded. I had to watch it a few times, and I say a few videos, but I watched like 5 videos before I actually understood it. And I'm going to have to read this word for word in case I get it wrong. Right. So, Yusuf Kama, the guy, was born in 1884 to Mustafa and Lorena Kama. But his mother, Lorena, unwillingly left Mustafa for Corvus Lestrange. Not the baby, the old guy, the senior guy, who had her under the Imperious curse. So, then Lorena and Corvus had a baby who was Leta Lestrange, but her mother died in labour, so this meant Yusuf and Leta's mother was dead because of Corvus, and this is why Yusuf's father, Mustafa, wanted to get revenge on Corvus. Leta's dad then had another baby with a different woman, who I found out was named Clarice, who was also named Corvus. So this is who Credence thought he was. But basically, Leta and Yusuf are half-siblings by their mothers, and Corvus and Leta are half-siblings by their father. So Yusuf and Corvus, the baby, weren't actually related at all. But then, of course, we found out Corvus really is dead, and poor Credence still has no idea who he is.
Awesome. Yeah, it's so cool. Yeah, it's totally awesome.
Professor Albus Percival Wulfric Brian Dumbledore, what are you doing? What happened to him being the Transfiguration teacher? Like, that's the whole thing in the books. He was Transfiguration teacher, and that was clearly the Defense Against the Dark Arts room. And Boggarts are not part of Transfiguration, so, like, in no way could I think of how that was. Like, I'm confused. Are you
I'm very
confused?
confused.
We're all confused. Then again, maybe it's just typical Dumbledore bending the rules. For all we know, that wasn't always the Defense Against Dark broom, and he could have taught it as well, right? No, in the Half-Blood Prince, we find out that Defense Against Dark Arts is taught by Galati Merrythought, who had been teaching at Hogwarts for nearly 50 years. So that's between 1894 and 1944, meaning that in 1927, when the Crimes of Grindelwald was set, she was still teaching there. But then, we don't know if she was always teaching Defense Against the Dark Arts, because apparently, like, Quirrell, he was teaching at Hogwarts for many years before he taught Defense Against Dark Arts, so they can switch subjects. So, it could be possible, but we would have thought we'd have heard about it if Dumbledore himself had actually taught Defense Against Dark Arts.
Malfoy is drawing here. I'll have the greatest wizard career. It's gonna be totally awesome.
Talking of Dumbledores, Aurelius Dumbledore. Right, this is where your mind is actually going to be burnt to a crisp. Gellert. Are you really that manipulative? Are we missing something here? I don't believe him, but the Phoenix, nothing makes any sense, literally. I've given up trying to figure out, like, all the ways, and I've decided personally that I'm just going to wait until the next film comes out so they can explain it for me, because I can't handle it. I really can't handle it. And, I learned a lot of these theories from Ben from Super Carlin Brothers.
Hey, brother!
I watch all their videos, so there's going to be a lot of references to them. So, if you want this to actually make sense and not be all over the place, go watch their videos.
Knows how fast this year's gonna go. Hand me a glass, let the butter.
So, as far as we know, Albus's parents were both gone before 1901, when Credence was born, the real Credence. But anyways, his father was imprisoned in Azkaban in 1890, and then 9 years later, Ariana accidentally killed her mother. So then, how did they have another child? Did his father have another child in Azkaban? Who are the parents? How do we not know about this? Does Albus know about this? Does Aberforth have a child? We don't know much about Aberforth, actually, and it was possible that it was just not part of Harry's journey, and that's why it's never mentioned in the book. Ariana was 14 when she died, and could have potentially had a child, but I really don't like this theory.
No.
Because that would mean when Grindelwald said brother, that would make him a nephew, not a brother. And if the theories are right about her being a Obscurus, she is not in the right state to have a child. And she was like, wasn't she like housebound because she was like so scared to like leave the house and stuff?
Yeah.
Exactly. It's like, what?
They're gonna go out making babies.
So, more theories. We thought Credence died and he whisked off, and people are saying, what if Ariana is Credence?
Ooh.
Okay, no, right. So as I said, I'm the believer that Ariana was an Obscurial, and there's a video on that. Obviously, Super Colin Brothers, go watch it. And the Credence Ariana theory is very far-fetched. I said a bit is very far-fetched, and there's a second theory though that is very similar. It's that she's still whisked away as Credence did, and Credence was her child, but with like another man. But like, who is the other man? I want to know who that other man is if it is. But that would still make him a nephew, so that's still not working. And there's another thing. Maybe Obscurus are more likely to be developed if one of your parents was one too, and that's why he's such a powerful Obscurial.
Oh,
That's the only kind of evidence that's solid here, but it's not really even evidence because we don't know if Ariana was the mother. The only explanation going so far is that he doesn't mean brother in a literal way, which does kind of make sense because he addresses his followers as his brothers and sisters.
My brothers, my sisters.
So maybe they're not even biologically related, but you can't be too sure with pure bloods. I was on something when I wrote this script, honestly. As I said, I'm pretty sure Albus would have found out if his sister didn't actually die, and it mean he was lying, and he'd felt guilty for his whole life about something that didn't even happen because she wasn't actually dead, and he feels guilty because he thinks he might have killed Ariana. So, there's another theory, which apparently changes it all, but I haven't read the rest of it yet, so that's all I know right now. Apparently, Albus had one other living relative besides Aberforth, and it was an Aunt Gonorrhea. I don't know, we're gonna call her Aunt H. I've said it right, Aunt H. If you read the screenplay, you find the woman on the boat with baby Credence is his aunt. That's why it couldn't have been Ariana. But there's a slight, very, very slight chance it was still Ariana's baby, but the aunt is actually a great aunt, and they just said aunt. But
most people do.
yeah. But it's still like a 0.00002% chance that it could be Aberforth's baby. And it could be Aberforth's wife's sister on the boat. Whoa, my mind is being scrambled. But there's no way Albus's parents had Credence. And if it was Albus's parents, according to the timeline, like, he would have been a lot older than baby Corvus.
Yeah.
So there's no way they couldn't have told the difference if they actually switched him. Because you just like switching a 5-year-old with a baby.
Yeah, there's a slight difference.
Just a little. Yeah, this is a big plot hole. Good luck fixing this, J.K. Rowling. Please don't try and fix this. Actually, I'm scared of what she's gonna do.
Yeah, you know.
So what we learned from that is that Credence could be Albus's cousin, and that's the closer we've got to it. Oh, the most ridiculous theory I've heard is that Dumbledore suppressed his magic out of guilt after Ariana's death and ended up developing an Obscurus. I don't know if that's how did they develop an Obscurus, and he got rid of it and it ended up becoming like its own person, and that's why Credence's own Obscure is so powerful. And the only evidence is when Dumbledore used the phrase dark twin. See, that's why it's so ridiculous. Like,
yeah,
that's like the Rumbledore kind of theory. Like, the only thing is they like the same suite. Yeah, people are probably putting too much weight on the appearance of the Phoenix. Gellert Grindelwald is very much a manipulative man, and telling Credence that the man that's trying to kill him is his own brother will only make Credence hate him even more, which is exactly what he wants. He's giving Credence everything he wanted: freedom, a wand, and now an identity. He's playing all the right cards to gain his trust and loyalty, and I guess we will have to wait.
Did you know that here at Hogwarts we've got a hidden swimming pool? Welcome, 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 Hogwarts. Welcome, hotties, nerds, and tools.
Something you won't have to wait to find out is that Minerva McGonagall? No, it's not. That's not Minerva McGonagall. Even though there's a deleted scene where he calls her Minerva. No. Do you want to know why not? Because Minerva McGonagall, Harry Potter Transfiguration Professor, was born in 1935, meaning she wasn't even born when the events of this film was done. Because between 1927 and 1928, she probably wasn't even thought about. So, yeah, it wasn't her in Lita's memories.
But would it be her mum?
Huh? That's the theory.
Yeah,
it's her mum.
But wouldn't she be if she's named after her mum? That's probably why they said whatever her name is.
Oh, yeah, she could have the same name,
yeah.
but, like, I'm going to look on Pottermore later now. See, I want to know what Minerva McGonagall's mum's called.
Yeah, because if it's called the same, then that makes sense. So why
Or maybe they had to take it out because they're like, oh, we're going to make people think it's the same person.
Yeah.
But she would have been so much older. Like,
oh, that's true.
so much older. Yeah, they're also saying if it was Minerva's mum, then she could just be following her mother's footsteps to be a professor there. She even had the iconic Scottish accent. And yeah, I thought it was a nice detail. And I thought it was Minerva at first. Obviously not, I had to search it because I was so shook.
I am so in love with Cho Chang. From Bangkok to Ding Dang, I'll sing my love aloud for Cho Chang.
Queenie. We're almost at the end. Ellie, say hello.
Hi.
You've probably heard it in the background, but do you know why you're here today?
Absolutely no clue.
We're talking about Queenie and when she went to Grindelwald.
Yeah.
I probably should have mentioned there are massive spoilers in this.
Oh, it's just a little late now.
Yeah. What was your opinion on when she left Queenie? Was she right to go to Grindelwald?
Honestly, I don't know. I can see why she did it.
Yeah.
But I'm like, oh, you shouldn't have. You should have stayed.
Yeah.
But like,
why do you think she did it then?
because like he was saying, oh, because she wanted to be with Jacob.
Yeah, but that's why I don't understand why she went.
Yeah.
If Jacob didn't want to go with her.
Exactly.
If I were Queenie, I wouldn't have gone unless if Jacob went.
Queenie, you gotta wake up.
Jacob. He's the answer. He wants what we want.
No.
Walk with me.
No. You're crazy. No. Queenie, don't do it.
But then I think, is it? I can't say his name.
Grindelwald.
Yeah, he kind of convinced her to go, and
Yeah, the
she's
stuff
like,
he was saying. That I was
Yeah.
saying about this earlier. Does he really even mean it?
probably not.
No.
He just wants people to follow him.
This is why it goes back to like he is definitely manipulating
Yeah.
Credence.
Oh, it's kind of sad when she went.
Yeah,
'Cause
I was like screaming
Yeah,
at the TV.
She shouldn't have gone, but at the same time, maybe she thought she
It
was
was
doing
so
the right thing.
unexpected.
Yeah.
So of all the people, you'd think Queenie was like, because I think she was soft, and that's why she was easily like swayed.
And she was really broken because she really wanted to marry Jacob, and Jacob said no.
Yeah.
And she was like broke, and you could see the whole time where she's just walking in the rain and sitting down, just crying. She was
That broke
heartbroken.
my heart.
And
as
then
well.
she finally got people that understood her.
Yeah. But it's like, would you have gone to him if he said those things and you wanted it?
I don't know.
Maybe I want to know why they got her to go over. Like, how is this going to change the story?
But then,
Is she actually going to stop believing these things? Is she going to turn into a bad guy?
but they can't really lie to her because she can read their mind. So she
Ooh.
knows that they're lying
Yeah,
or not.
sorry.
So maybe they are actually telling her a truth.
Yeah, or what is it called? Oculumens or something? When they can block them out.
Oh. or
Yeah.
that- Yeah. You
So
never know.
maybe she can't read their minds, because Voldemort could do that so that people couldn't read his minds. Maybe Grindelwald can too.
Or maybe, yeah.
That makes sense.
I just feel bad for her.
Same.
I wanted to come back. Come back.
I may be from P, but I'm super smart. Check out my grades, they're A's for a start. What I lack in looks, well, I make up in heart. And well, guys, yeah, that's totally awesome. This year I plan to study a lot.
That would be cool if you were actually hot.
One more little
Oh, if you're gonna
last
shout.
thing. One tiny last thing. What happened to precise wand movements? I went to the Warner Brothers studio. Do you remember? And we did an interactive class, and it was just like how long? Like 10 minutes. 10 minutes, and they talked me through what they were doing. They were like, oh, this is like move 1, move 2, move 3. I learned 3 moves. What'd they do? They obviously learned like none. Is it an American thing? Do they have different spells? Are they just being lazy? What happened? What actually happened?
They got lazy.
So lazy. And that was
But,
like a very big thing in the Harry Potter thing.
Newt doesn't even do it.
Ah!
Swish
Why?
and flip.
Exactly. It was a big thing. It's like iconic. And like, what happened? I'm angry. I'm actually angry at that. Because now they're just creating all these plot holes like, what?
Yeah, you know.
Like, the spells shouldn't work. You can literally search up and there's all these movements, and that's why the lightning bolt's on his head, because that's the one movement, and it's a... Yes, exactly! One movement!
Yeah, why aren't they doing it? America just thinks they're so much better than Britain. Oh, I'm on one today. The controversies are coming right out.
I'll see my friends, gonna laugh till we cry. Take my firebolt, gonna take to the sky. No way this year anyone's gonna die, and it's gonna be totally awesome. I'll cast some spells with a flick of my wand. Defeat the dark arts, yeah, bring it on. And do it all with my best friend Ron, 'cause together we're totally awesome. Yeah, 'cause together we're totally...
I'm done. I'm handing in my letter of resignation. I'm not doing another podcast now. I don't like this. It's too stressful for my poor little brain.
That's a move.
My ears are burning from these headphones I'm wearing.
Yeah.
So, I'm done. Goodbye. Be kind. Stay hydrated.
Peace. Bye, children.
Back to witches and wizards and magical beasts, to goblins and ghosts and to magical feasts. It's all that I love and it's all that I need at Hogwarts, Hogwarts. Back to spells and enchantments, potions and friends. The Gryffindor
What's its name? Hogwarts, Hogwarts. I didn't hear you, kid. Hogwarts, Hogwarts.